Hey everyone, welcome back to Bourbon Bumps presented by Greene Valley Wine Spirits, 344 Commons Drive in Bolingbrook, Illinois, HBIC, Bologna. And we have no bottle here today.
Not yet.
Because we're going to do something special for you guys. It is the dog days of summer. It's hot. It's nice to be outside. So what do you want to have when you're outside?
Patio whiskey.
Patio whiskey, patent pending.
You coined the term a couple reviews ago. Our friends in the chats and everything, we all started using it. I like the term patio whiskey, but yeah, summer whiskey.
Yeah, a lot of people don't really associate like whiskeys with patio. Usually having an ice cold beer, maybe some tequila, but there are some bourbons, whiskeys that are suitable for a nice night on the patio or a covered patio where the sun's not blaring down on you.
Yeah, and to tell you the truth, when I think whiskey, I think fall, football, even winter.
Right.
But us being the bourbon bums and whiskey being a 365 24/7 game, you got to keep it real. You're going to be drinking some whiskey in the summertime too.
Yeah.
So maybe not necessarily the 135 proof, barrel proof stuff, but you want to keep it cool. You want to keep it crushable, if you will.
Yes. Yeah, because there are get-togethers in the summer. You do have parties. You have people bring bottles. There's bottle shares. There's everything. You're going for the pool, and you don't just have to drink when the sun's up. So when that sun comes down, you got the fire going, the fire pit going on the summer night. You need some nice bourbon to go with it. So
agreed.
We're gonna each have our 4 of our patio whiskeys, patent pending, and we're gonna just tell you why we like them. So,
all right, I'll start off with something we've talked about. I've talked about it. It's my favorite bottle to gift. It's my favorite bottle to bring to parties. And it's definitely one of my favorite summer whiskeys. This is E.H. Taylor Small Batch. I talk about the 2 being a good gift because you just put like a bow on it and call it a day. But this bottle this is everything great about Buffalo Trace. 100 proof isn't gonna, burn you out or anything like that. And I just like having this in the summertime. When I think summer whiskeys, this is the first thing that pops in my head.
Yeah. And what's nice about this now too is that with Buffalo Trace's expansion, these are becoming more readily available, where before average person, needed a connection. You needed to be there right when the truck got there or they got on the shelf. Now you can find some places where it's sitting there for a couple days,
In the last 4 months in the Chicagoland area, this you're able to find, which wasn't the case couple years ago.
Yeah. So good to see that they're starting to come up with more, allocation for their monthly, release, the tater salad as they like to call them.
Yeah, the sweatpant mafias waiting in the store for all of the Buffalo Trace products. I used to be able to hoard. I used to hoard them. I used to have a cabinet where I just hoard a bunch of tubes. Now I don't have to do that because they're releasing it more often, and at my local bodega, they're there more frequently.
Yeah. All right, my next one. I'm going a little bougie right off the top here, but it was Eagle Rare 12. But we can also go with regular Eagle Rare as well.
I think if we had the regular Eagle Rare bottle compared to this, then we're more simpatico in this. This being the 12, and I don't even have a bottle of this. It's gonna still maybe to some people it's hard to find. But I do agree with you that Eagle Rare, like E.H. Taylor, is a very good summer whiskey.
Yeah, and I did hear through some connections that the Eagle Rare 12 is actually going to be a release on the more of the lines of Weller 12. So probably 2 or 3 times a year, we'll see it.
Hopefully closer to 3 or 4. I don't see Weller 12 anywhere. I used to be able to see it more frequently. I still haven't seen that. But we did talk about the Buffalo Trace expansion. If we're talking summer whiskey, this the classic Buffalo Trace fruit notes to these. Yeah. Fruit salad. In the
so we'll say, perfect. I'm saying Eagle Rare 12, but we can go regular Eagle Rare 10 years.
Yeah.
So, all right, but we're going to get the Buffalo Trace done
right
away.
We're done. So. We're done with the Buffalo Trace stuff. Now I'm going to something that's tried and true for me. So this is Black Cap. This is the last of my Black Cap early times, but I'm going just early times in general. I got a couple of the new bottles as well. But Black Cap, it was one of my favorites for a long time. But any early times bottle, there's going to be a theme to mine. They're all 100 proof almost. The next two might not be, but that's where I'm thinking summertime barbecues, carne asada, stuff like that. I'm keeping it at like the 90 or 100 proof bottles.
Okay, I like that one. My second one is the bottle that I actually coined the term patio whiskey with, and that was the Old Fitz Bottled and Bond 7-year, which I was also told that was supposed to be like come August that you should see this more on the shelves. So we'll see if they keep up with the shipment and the logistics and all that stuff. But this is supposed to be a shelfer, so I'm happy because I want to start drinking more of this, having some drinks on the patio.
Well, yeah, and we mentioned it while we did the review. This is supposed to be the sister bottle to Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond, which is now readily available in the Chicagoland area. You can find it anywhere. Hopefully, we get to that point with this, because yes, this is the reason we're doing this whole video. This is the first of the patio whiskeys.
The patio whiskeys, yeah. I love a good wheat whiskey, and this was just another level. I thought if you go back and watch our review we did a couple weeks ago on this, you'll see we gave it pretty high marks on that. So,
and wheat whiskeys in general, or wheated bourbons for the summertime, definitely more palatable because there's not that rye spice aspect to them. So, peek behind the curtain, we for sure would have had Penelope wheated on that. We just ran out of the bottles. We drank it. Honorable mention Penelope wheated, but like any wheated product is going to be more palatable in the summertime because it's got no rye to it.
That's a little foreshadowing for what's to come. So
there you go.
What do you got next?
All right, next up. So this is something we did the review on this as well. This is Barrel Foundation's 5-year whiskey. This is just a blend of a bunch of stuff I like. There's some Sagamore in here, some MGP in here, some Kentucky whiskey in here, and it's a crushable summer bottle. And I thought, for this being Barrel's first non-barrel strength product, they knocked it out of the park. I really like it. It's really palatable. And this is something that I mentioned will probably be on my shelf forever because it's just like one of those bottles you can take to a party. You don't worry about people finishing it.
Yeah, it's finishing. It's an affordable bottle and it's good. And yeah, we've said it before when we do the reviews. Stuff that Barrel Craft has been doing for the past few years now. They're one of the top blenders. They're up there with Bardstown, and you can maybe say they're 1A, 1B. That's, by preference, but they do a great job in that.
And now this is the hamster wheel turning because of Barrel Seagrass blew me out of the water when I first had it. Back when it first garnered all that hype because of Fred Minnick and a couple other people. But I typically tend not to like to water down my whiskeys. If Barrel came out with like a 95 proof Seagrass, that would be the ultimate summer whiskey because I remember like those like apricot and peach notes to it. It tastes like a peach ring. That would be perfect in the summertime. So Barrel, if you're watching, maybe like a 95 proof Seagrass offering might be the summer whiskey going forward.
You got a few sales already right now. So. Yeah. All right. Next one is one that, again, is supposed to be readily on the shelf if it hasn't been already. It's the Wild Turkey 8-year. We're big turkey fans, and we love the funk. And, this 8-year, which is just now available. Yeah. And I'm happy for it. So it wasn't before. And now we can get it almost any time. So I haven't put much damage in this one yet, but I'm going to because this was just another great patio whiskey.
And this one is like you get all of the great classic 101 Wild Turkey notes, just a little bit extra oak and a little bit extra black pepper, but still at the 101 proof, so you're not going crazy with it. Good summer whiskey. All right, last one. I thought like I went not so readily available, but more readily available. This one just released. It's kind of hard to find in the Chicagoland area now, but if you want to like elevate the old patio whiskey, maybe find something to allocate it. This is something we've been enjoying. Star Hill Farms. This is Maker Mark's first non-Maker's Mark whiskey. Not a bourbon. It's an American wheat whiskey. Yes. It's a blend of soft winter wheat and then some malted barley. because there's no rye, and because there's no corn either. It's just super sweet.
Yeah.
Almost like a desserty summer whiskey. So it's 114 proof. It's nowhere near that proof point when you drink it.
Yeah.
So this would be a fun bottle to bring to a party. You know, like you mentioned, the campfire, the sun's going down, stuff like that. If you want to, elevate the game a little bit, I've been a huge fan of this bottle.
Yeah, and I can hear people screaming already, like, I can't get that bottle, and we're sorry. But you can go with some other Maker's Mark products because it is wheated bourbon at that point. And
yeah, I would go with just the standard Makers. Is good. The 46, because of the French oak, might be a little too peppery, too hot for a summer party. But the regular Makers, for sure.
All right, my last one might blow your mind.
Okay.
It's a Scotch.
We're doing Scotch on this channel now?
We might have to be the Scotch bums. Macallan 12. And before I got into bourbon, I was a big Scotch guy. We were both big Johnny Walker guys.
That was our introduction to whiskey.
Yeah.
We were at a resort in Mexico drinking like Scotch and Cokes, and then just Scotch on the rocks.
Yeah, but I mean, we had all the cult. We had we had the Weller cult, collecting all the colors, we were for Wellers.
Colors,
yeah, but we had green, gold. I had platinum, blue label. Big Scotch guys, and I still love a nice Scotch. And what I like about the Macallan too is that it's not with the over peatiness with it. You get
not too smoky.
Yeah, it's you get the Scotch flavors, and you just get a hint of the peat in there. And I'm a big Macallan, Oban. Those are
those are
good. Two of my favorite ones. And if I want to go a little smoky, I'll go with the Lagavulin. The Offerman editions. Those are always good with the finishing. But for if I'm sitting on a patio, it's going to be the Macallan 12. They have the different finishes too that you can get with these. And obviously the 18 year is a little pricier, but 12 year for me just is a great for the price point around. I think it's $80-$90. It just gets the job done for a nice patio sipper.
You know what? Credit to you for sneaking in a Scotch on this summer whiskey. I was gonna try to sneak in a tequila, but I didn't do it. Now I think I should.
I mean, at least mine falls under the whiskey umbrella. So, but that is our core lineup for what we think are great crushable summer patio whiskeys. And we were curious to see what you guys think as well. Do you agree? Do you have your own preference of what you like to drink when you're sitting out in the patio on a fire pit on the camp when you're camping? Let us know what you guys are drinking this summer, because we're curious to know. But I think we have a good starting rotation, starting lineup right here. So
definitely let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and share all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna probably grab a couple of these bottles, go sit outside and have a couple sips.
I like the way that sounds. All right, thank you to everyone, and thank you to our sponsor, Greene Valley Wine Spirits. We're going to leave you with an ad from them. Everyone, have a great week. Greene Valley Wine & Spirits in Bolingbrook is the best liquor store in the southwest suburbs. Come see their newly expanded and remodeled location for all your liquor needs. They have a great craft beer selection, an ever-expanding portfolio of tequilas and bourbon, and a new wine rack showcasing the best wines around. And while you're there, stop by their newly added tasting bar to try all the Bourbon Bum store picks before you buy. That's Greene Valley Wine & Spirits, 344 Commons Drive at the corner of Route 53 and I-55 in Bolingbrook. And tell them the Bump sent you.